Welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Adda 24/7. So students, today we'll discuss the important current affairs. But before going into the video, let us have a small introduction about this 5-stage method of current affairs discussion. So learn 10 times current affairs effectively. So this is our new 5-stage method of current affair discussion. So in this video, we will have 3 stages. The first stage, headlines with blanks, where we provide every current affair with a headline so that it will create a question in your mind. In the second stage, detailed analysis, we'll go through all the points, and in the third stage, one word key points, we'll revise the current affairs. So it is your first revision. And at 7 p.m. every day in our Telegram channel, we are providing MCQs. So based on these current affairs, we are providing MCQs. So at 7 p.m. in the Telegram channel, do answer the MCQs, which is our 4th stage. And the final stage, section-wise revision, happens every Monday. So come and follow every Monday video, the section-wise revision of current affairs. So with this method, your current affairs, you'll learn them easily and they will help to get more score in your examinations. You know, current affairs plays a very vital role in bank SSC, RRB, even in SA Constable examination. So that is why this program is launched exclusively for learning current affairs. So please subscribe our YouTube channel, like our videos, share our videos, and join the Telegram channel. Every day at 7 p.m. we have MCQs. Answer them, watch this video and answer the MCQs, and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links for Telegram and Career Power app both in the description as well as comment section. So let us go into current affairs for today, and the first stage, headlines with blanks, and let us see all the important headlines today in the form of questions. So which state government is the first state to provide smart health cards? So who was appointed as the brand ambassador of Kerala Adventure Tourism? Who is that player? And SBI Life Insurance, they launched a new insurance policy. What is the policy and what are the benefits of the policy? So RBI is going to introduce a regulation, a regulatory method for round tripping. So what is that regulatory method? So RBI has launched a web-based initiative to strengthen the compliance by lenders. So what is the name of the initiative? So Indian Army has organized a 400-kilometer relay marathon. What is the title name given to that marathon, which was held in Jammu and Kashmir recently? So Indian Navy has conducted bilateral maritime exercise recently with which country's Navy? And who chaired the 5th meeting of the BRICS Industries Ministers meeting? So who is that Minister of India who chaired the BRICS Industry Ministers meet? So also a book was written on an operation which was released by the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. So who is the author of book and what is the book about? World Athletics Under-20 Championship has begun in which of the following country? And who is going to sponsor Indian hockey team for 10 more years? World Humanitarian Day is observed on which day? And World Photography Day is observed on which day? And famous Tamil actor, TV anchor, he recently passed away. Who is the personality? These are all the headlines today. So let us go into detailed analysis. So the first state news for us today. So Odisha to become the first Indian state to provide smart health cards. So this will cover the 3.5 crore people, which consists of 96 lakh families under the Biju Swasth Kalyan Yojana. The main objective behind this smart card is to provide hassle-free quality treatment at best available healthcare centers. So these cards will act like a debit card of a certain amount. So central government health benefits can also be accessed using these cards. So the national and state food security scheme beneficiaries, Annapurna card beneficiaries, Antyodaya card beneficiaries will be given this card, this health card. So every family will get about a treatment cost up to 5 lakhs per annum, and especially women will get nearly 10 lakhs benefits per year using this particular smart health card. So around 200 hospitals around the country and as well as Odisha, you can use this card. This health benefits can be used in 200 hospital chains around the country. So remember, Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, Odisha Governor Ganesh Lal. So do remember these points. Let us go into appointment news where PR Srijesh, so who is the former captain and goalkeeper of the Indian hockey team, so he was appointed the brand ambassador of Kerala Adventure Tourism. Okay, so Srijesh is the part of the Indian hockey team which won bronze medal at the recent Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Srijesh, he belongs to Ernakulam, Kerala. So he was appointed the Kerala Adventures Tourism brand ambassador. So Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, Kerala Governor Arif Muhammad Khan. So do remember these points too. Let us go into business news where SBI Life Insurance, they launched a new insurance policy called SBI Life eShield Next. Okay, so this insurance is a unique age protection solution which levels up the protection coverage as the insured achieves major life milestones like marriage, like birth to a child, all these things, like purchasing house. So whenever he is doing all these things, his insurance will increase. Okay, his insurance coverage will increase. So it's an individual non-linked non-participating life insurance. It's a pure risk premium product. So you can see the table here which is provided by the SBI Life Insurance. On important stages in life, on first marriage, so there is a 50% of the basic sum assured increase in the absolute amount assured on death. On live birth or adoption of first child, 25%. On live birth or adoption of second child, 25%. On purchase of first house, 50%. So whenever you are doing any important activity in your life like these, marriage, birth and purchasing house, your insurance cover will increase. Very simple. Okay. So SBI Life Insurance headquarters Mumbai, SBI Life Insurance established 2001. Next, coming to banking news, where Reserve Bank of India has introduced regulatory GAAR for round tripping. Okay, so this is a new draft rule with modifications in the existing regulation which is related to foreign investment, mainly to discourage round tripping. So according to this draft rule, any investment made outside India is an entity which in turn invests in India will be treated as round tripping if the purpose is to escape tax. Suppose if a company is investing some money in a foreign country and they are rerouting it back to India, so then it will be considered as round tripping, which will be considered as avoiding tax. Okay, so let us discuss what is round tripping. So round tripping means money that leaves the country through various channels and makes its way back into the country as foreign investment is called round tripping. So money from India will grow from India in different channels, and it will come back to India as white money. It will come back to India as foreign investment. Generally, in the cases of black money, these type of activities will happen. So in India, so people who have a lot of black money, they reroute this money into, they send this money into different channels, different countries by different channels, and from there they'll suddenly bring this money back to India as white money, as foreign investment, and they'll use for stock price manipulations. Okay, so this black money, it can be invested in offshore funds, which will in turn invest in Indian assets, and generally this happen in global depository receipts or participatory notes, which are a few ways to route this money. So mainly why this money is going into other countries, because foreign countries, they allow a lot of tax concessions if individuals are investing money in their country. If they are putting money in their country, they provide a lot of tax concessions. So that is why this particular activity is happening. So in order to avoid all these things, GAAR was launched, General Anti-Avoidance Rule, which is an anti-tax avoidance law, came into effect from 2017 April 1st, currently used by the Income Tax Department. So this is specially aimed at cutting revenue losses that happen to the exchequer, that is government, due to aggressive tax avoidance measures which are practiced by these companies. So whenever company is avoiding tax, this particular general anti-tax avoidance rule will be used to recover the money, to regulate all these activities. So RBI Governor Shaktikant Das, RBI headquarters Mumbai, RBI established 1935. One more news about RBI, where RBI has put in place PRISM system to strengthen compliance by lenders. So PRISM is abbreviated as Platform for Regulated Entities for Integrated Supervision and Monitoring. It's a web-based end-to-end workflow automation system to strengthen the compliance by the supervised entities. So this is aimed at helping the supervised entities to strengthen their internal defenses and resilience. So PRISM will have a lot of functionalities like inspection compliance, inspection, compliance, incident functionality, complaints, written functionalities with built-in remediation, workflows, time tracking, notifications, alerts, management information system, reports and dashboards. So these are all the things available in the present system. So do remember all these points. Let us go into defense news, where Indian Army has conducted 400-kilometer relay marathon in Jammu and Kashmir titled Jazba Ki Tiranga. So this is a marathon conducted by Indian Army. So it was flagged by Major General Rajiv Puri. So more than 300 troops have participated in this event, carrying the tricolor flag along the line of control. So this run was inculcated to increase the spirit of brotherhood among the soldiers. So soldiers have carried the national flag, handing it over to the other units which stand shoulder to shoulder in war. So 300 troops have participated along the LOC and they celebrated this marathon, relay marathon called Jazba Ki Tiranga. Okay. So please remember Chief of Army Staff, General M.M. Narwane. So Chief of Army Staff, do remember. So next is a defense news where Indian Navy has conducted bilateral maritime exercise with Vietnam. So Indian Navy and Vietnam People's Navy, both of them conducted bilateral maritime exercise in South China Sea, mainly to strengthen their defense ties. So from Indian side, INS Ranavijay and INS Kora have participated, and from the Vietnam side, Vietnam People's Naval Ship Lai Tai Tho has participated in this drill. So this bilateral interaction is mainly to consolidate the strong bond shared by the countries and to strengthen the defense relations and to enhance the interoperability and adaptability. Okay, so please remember all these points. Next is summits and conferences. This is very, very important news because the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal, so he chaired the 5th meeting of BRICS Industries Ministers meet and also called for the expansion of the New Development Bank. India is currently the chair of the BRICS for this year 2021, and this year India has choose a theme, intra-BRICS cooperation for continuity, consolidation and consensus. So please remember the theme, very, very important, and India is the chair for BRICS. India is the chair for UNSC for the month of August. So please remember all these key points, very, very important for all the exams. So BRICS ministers, they have called to adopt emerging new technologies, recognize the importance of modernization, transformation of industries and promotion of economic growth. So they also committed to play a constructive role towards promotion of IPR, intellectual property rights, and their expression to collaborate with the New Development Bank. So this meeting concluded with committing to work together as a group, share best practices and to achieve the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. So these are all the things that discussed. Let us discuss about BRICS, which is very, very important for the examination. So BRICS is an acronym for the group of world leading emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. In 2001, British economist Jim O'Neill, so he coined the term BRIC, which describes 4 emerging nations: Brazil, Russia, India and China. So this group was formalized in 2006 and South Africa joined BRIC in 2010, and now finally it is called BRICS nations, BRICS, BRICS. So the chairman is rotated among the members in this order: BRICS, now India is the chair, next year it will be China. So they have launched their own bank called the New Development Bank or BRICS Bank. So it was launched in 2014 mainly to foster financial and development cooperation between the emerging markets and headquartered in Shanghai, China. So please remember all these points about BRICS. Okay. So let us go into books and authors. A very, very important book. A book on Operation Kukri was released by the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. So General Bipin Rawat, the current Chief of Defence Staff, the first Chief of Defence Staff, so he launched this book, Operation Kukri. So this book was authored by Major General Rajpal Punia and Damini Punia. So both of them authored this book. So this book highlights the Indian Army's successful rescue mission in Sierra Leone as a part of UNAMSIL. So UNAMSIL is a assistance program by multiple countries in Sierra Leone, in the African nation. So let us see what is this Operation Kukri. So Operation Kukri is a multinational operation launched in 2000 by the United Nations Assistance Mission in Sierra Leone. So which includes India, Ghana, Britain and Nigeria. So all these 4 countries have launched this operation. So this operation was to break the 2-month-long siege which was led by the armed cadres of the Revolutionary United Front. So from India, the Gurkha Rifles, 2 companies of Gurkha Rifles have participated in this peacekeeping mission and they were successful in this mission. So 233 team was participated and 233 team was successful. So all these incidents was described in this book called Operation Kukri, which was written by Rajpal Punya and Dhamini Punya. So to remember the book, very, very important. Let us go into sports news where World Athletics Under-20 Championship is going to begin in Nairobi, Kenya. So it already began on 17th August. So 17th to 22nd August, this World Athletics Under-20 Championship will be held in Nairobi, Kenya. So 2021 edition, it must happen in 2020, but due to the COVID pandemic, it was postponed to 2021. So it's a biennial World Championship mainly for the sport of athletics organized by World Athletics. So mainly under 20 age group will participate in this athletics competitions. So World Athletics, let us discuss about World Athletics, a governing body for sport of athletics. They are in charge of the standardization of rules and regulation for sports, recognition, management of world records, and organization and sanctioning of athletic competitions, including the World Athletics Championships, which are currently held in Nairobi. Okay, so which was formed in 1912 and headquarters Monaco. And the 2022 edition, so 2020 again 2022. So biennial event, that means every 2 years. So will be held in Colombia, South American country. Currently this is happening in Kenya, that is African continent. Next in 2022 it will happen in Colombia, which is a South America continent. So please remember all these points. One more sports news where Odisha is going to sponsor the Indian hockey team for 10 more years. So Odisha government is already the sponsor of the Indian hockey team. So the sponsorship will end in 2023. So they are extending it to 10 more years, announced the Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik. So the sponsorship started in 2018 for 5 years. So it will end in 2023. They are extending for 10 more years. So a cash award of rupees 10 lakh was given to every player and 5 lakh for the supporting staff by CM Naveen Patnaik on the achievement of the 2020 Olympics, where the Indian men's hockey team has achieved bronze medal, and splendid performance was given by the Indian women hockey team. So for all these, Naveen Patnaik has awarded these cash awards for the players and the support staff. So how much amount they are going to sponsor is not yet discussed. But in 2018, Odisha has signed 100 crore deal with Hockey India for sponsoring both men and women teams for 5 years after Sahara India, who was then the sponsor, who withdrew because of getting into legal issues. Now Odisha government is the sponsor again for 10 more years. From 2023, they will be the sponsor. So Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, Odisha Governor Ganesh Lal, we already discussed. Let us go into days where World Humanitarian Day is observed on August 19th, mainly to pay tribute to the humanitarian personnel and the workers who lost or risked their lives while doing the service. And the theme for this year is Human Race, a Global Challenge for Climate Action in solidarity with people who need it the most. So please remember, very important, this theme. And the day was designed in the memory of the 19th August 2003 bomb attack on Canal Hotel in Baghdad, Iraq, killing 22 people, including the chief humanitarian in Iraq, Sergio Veda. So he also lost his life in this particular bomb blast. So on this eve, the World Humanitarian Day is observed every year on 19th August. So please remember the theme, the human race, a global challenge for climate action. So please remember the theme, very important, and the day is 19th August. So let us go into next important day. World Photography Day is also observed on 19th August. So it is to promote photography as a hobby and to inspire photographers across the world to share their pictures. So the origin of World Photo Day comes from the invention of the daguerreotype, a photographic process developed by Louis Daguerre and Joseph Nicephore. So both of them, they developed this particular photographic process in 1837. So later this led to the foundation of camera developments and photographic treatments. On August 13th, 1939, the French government purchased the patent of this daguerreotype process and announced the invention as a free gift to the world, as a gift free to the world. So before this type, which was developed in 11th century itself, an Iraqi invention called camera obscura was developed, which is simply a pinhole camera where it can only project an image but it cannot capture an image. But later on, because of this daguerreotype, images can be captured. So in 1880, so Kodak was the first company to launch a first consumer based cameras into the market. Later on, camera films they became affordable during 1940s. So now from 1940s, cameras were affordable in the market, available in the market. So please remember World Photography Day, 19th August. Okay. So last current affair for today. So Tamil actor, TV anchor, so Anand Kannan, so he passed away recently. So he is well known for his work in Tamil industry. So he reportedly died due to cancer at the age of 48. At the very less age, he died due to cancer. So he ruled the TV anchoring space during 1990s and 2000s. So he is very famous for anchoring. He started his career with Vasantham TV in Singapore and later on moved to Chennai and worked with Sun Music. He also appeared in guest appearances in films like Saroja and also fictional films like Adisaya Ulagam. So all these are the details about the Tamil actor Anand Kannan, who passed away recently. So let us go into third stage one word key points. Let us have a quick revision of all the one word key points. So first Indian state to launch smart health cards, Odisha. So the brand ambassador of Kerala Adventure Tourism, PR Srijesh. So SBI Life has launched SBI Life eShield next. So RBI is going to launch regulatory GAAR for the round tripping, to avoid round tripping. So RBI has launched Prism to strengthen the compliance by lenders with web-based Prism. So Army has conducted a 400-kilometer relay marathon in Jammu and Kashmir. It is called Jazba Ki Tiranga. So Indian Navy and Vietnam Navy has conducted a bilateral maritime exercise. So Piyush Goyal is the chair of the 5th meeting of BRICS Industries Ministers Meet. So Piyush Goyal, the current Minister of Commerce and Industry. So Operation Kukri is a book authored by Rajpal Punya and Damini Punya, which was launched by the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. So World Athletics Under-20 Championships are currently held in Nairobi, Kenya. So next 2022 edition will be held in Colombia. So do remember. So Odisha is the sponsor for Indian hockey team for 10 more years. So World Humanitarian Day, 19th August. World Photography Day, 19th August. And Tamil actor Anand Kannan has passed away recently. Okay. So these are all the 3 stages. So fourth stage, important MCQs is available 7 PM in our Telegram channel. So please join the Telegram channel, answer the MCQs at 7 PM. So subscribe the YouTube channel, like our videos, share our videos and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the link in the description as well as comment section.